Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Jeep modification. I'm going to be installing a bumper on my Jeep. I've been running it without a rear bumper for a while. Finally got around to buying a bumper, which is a pretty cool one by GenRight aluminum. So I'm going to be doing that install today, and I'll bring you along and let you join in. Enjoy. The chickens have come along for the install. So I'm going to keep my factory tow hitch, so you need to cut off part of the aluminum. So after you ground down the high spots on your frame so that the bumper fits flush, all I had to do, I had to grind down the bolts and nuts on the tow hitch some so that the bumper fit flush to the frame on either side, right here and right here. Now it fits flush and fits nice. Actually my frame already had two holes down here on the driver's side, so I went ahead and bolted those two bolts on the bumper just so it's sitting in place. Now I'm going to mark the holes where I need to drill in the frame. I'm just going to use a paint pen for that. A little hard to get up in here, but here goes. And then do it to the other side. I'm going to have someone hold it up where it would be flush to the frame and do that. So go ahead and mark those holes in the frame and down here. So once you've marked your spots, go ahead and start drilling. You need to get up to a 7/16 diameter hole on the side of the frame and under the frame. And there's a two 5/16s on the cross member underneath there. We'll get to that in a little bit. All right, so now I have finished drilling all the holes except for the two that go under the cross member here. That took most of the time between recharging drill batteries and also not having ideal drill bits. So you can probably quicken your install if you actually had the right tools and enough juice or an electrical drill. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all those spots now. Clean off the frame again, and then I'll have to spray paint over the exposed metal parts. And while that is drying, I'm gonna work on the electrical stuff because I got the backup LED lights with it, which you can get. Sun is setting. Let's get cracking. Had to go to the store to get some electrical stuff for the wiring, but hopefully we can finish this soon. So I've already installed one of the LED lights, you can see right here. So the kit comes with the light, and on the back it has a washer and a nut, and they also supply an O-ring. The O-ring goes on the back with the washer. So we'll go ahead and install that now. Got the preliminary wiring done. You got to do that before you throw the bumper on because you can't access the lights and wiring once you throw the bumper on. So here it is. And so we'll throw the bumper on. I don't know if I'll have time to wire it into the taillight tonight, but I will do that the next day. So bolting on the bumper, here we go. So interesting note, I just noticed some of these bolts are shorter and some bolts are longer. I think the longer ones are actually for the hitch points, so I'm gonna switch them out, make sure I got them going in the right spot. And now for the toe points. There's 3 holes over here, which should line up with this. All right, got those. Three in there, as finger tight as I could. Now I'll go to the other side. All right, I've tightened down all the bolts. It took a while. They need to be tightened to 50 foot-pounds. I'm gonna do that at a later date just because the sun is setting. The last thing I'm gonna do is drill the holes for the self-tapping screws right here and here. I think the instructions, you're supposed to do that before. I wasn't confident in my ability to line up all the holes everywhere, so I just saved it till I put it on, and now I'm going to drill them. Just tighten those until they're snug. Don't over tighten them. All right, so there we go. Bumper is installed. I'm gonna tuck the wiring away and do that on another day when it's sunny and bright, and we'll tag that on to the end of this video. Now I've wired up the reverse lights to the tail light reverse light. I've T-tapped into the harness, into the gray and white wire, that's the power, and also into the black wire, which is the ground. And I just routed the wiring up from the lights, and so now we'll test it out, see if it works. And thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. You can also subscribe to my other channel. I'll link that below, at Kinetic Life. That's where I post a lot of adventure videos and also off-roading videos. This channel is more for installation and gear review videos, all right? Thanks for watching.